Hi, we're in Israel right now. This week we have a double parsha. This week's portion is Bahar Bukotai. Bahar means on the mountain, which in this case is Mount Sinai, and Behukotai means my laws. It starts with Moses standing on Mount Sinai while God is telling him the laws of the sabbatical year. This law states that every seventh year, all work on the land should stop and its produce becomes free. Any man, woman, or beast may take whatever is there. The Torah says that the reason the land has to have a Shabbat is to teach us that the world was not created simply for our consumption and use. The land and the world is God's, and we must respect that. 7 sabbatical cycles, 49 years, are followed by the 50th year. On the 50th year, God told Moses that the Israelites should mark the arrival of the 50th year with a blast from the shofar on the Day of Atonement, which is Yom Kippur. The 50th year is called the Jubilee year, on which work on the land ceases, all indentured servants are free, and all ancestral estates in the Holy Land that have been sold are returned to their original owners. God promised that if the people of Israel would keep His commandments, He would bless them. The Israelites' land would be fertile, enemies would flee, and everything would be fine. God also said that if the people do not obey these rules, He would punish them. Their enemies would dominate them, their land would not produce anything, and their Israelites would live in fear. The Parsha concludes with the ways to calculate the value of different types of pledges made to God. In my opinion, I think God is telling the Israelites, if you can obey this simple law, He will help you live long and prosperous lives. In chapter 26, verse 6, it says, "And I will grant peace in the land, and you will lie down with no one to frighten you. I will remove wild beasts from the land, and no army will pass through your land." Without peace, all of the other blessings given by God are useless, because the people would not be able to enjoy them. The same is true in one's personal life. There are people who are blessed with physical possessions one could ever have. One could have a beautiful mansion, 5 floors, a big car, and a huge bank account. However, if there's no peace in the family or life, he can't enjoy those wonderful blessings. One must have peace in his life, because if not, all of his possessions are worth nothing. One cannot be happy with just having nice things. One must have friends and family. Happiness comes from the people around you, not the thing you buy. In my opinion, a family could be extremely poor, live paycheck to paycheck, and don't have a lot of things. But as long as they are together, they find happiness. I'd rather be in that family and be whole, rather than be a child who lives in a family who is wealthy, but never spends any time together. We're in Israel right now as a class of 2012, and we're together as a family, and we're having the best time. And when it ends, there's always going to be that hole in my heart that belongs to the class of 2012. Thank you.